Property managers are always thinking through deferred maintenance. What we don't want to do is get into a situation where we are deferring maintenance and it becomes hundreds of thousands of dollars to replace stormwater infrastructure, as opposed to if we fix it now and we're looking at tens of thousands of dollars to repair. There are times where deferred maintenance is the right decision. My job on properties that I work with is to give the data so that the property manager and the investment holder can make decisions for that property. In a situation that I was recently on, I had to do some work on the stormwater pond. In order to repair some of the work, I had to crawl through these pipes. Every 8 foot where those joints were, they were separated, they were pulled apart. In some cases, you could see where they had moved ever so slightly, water flowed through, and then you have water cutting on the concrete, and now there's big gaps along those joints. In several situations, I was able to stick my hand up into the outside of that pipe, and I had enough room to move my hand around. Upon further investigation, what I realized was that above ground, groundhogs had burrowed down in to the dam and put their den right up next to the concrete pipe. It gives them a cool place to live on a hot summer day. Every stick of this outfall pipe was disjointed. It's about 72 to 100 feet long, so you do the math and you realize you've got about 12 different sticks that are about to fail. To replace that outfall pipe, as deep as it was and the situation that it was in, cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to replace. However, to do a trenchless repair at this moment would cost tens of thousands of dollars. It would require filling in those disjointed pipes, putting in some flowable fill. We would be able to take care of that fairly easily, fairly quickly. It'd be about a 2 or 3 day job. My role on this property was to give options. Here's the situation, here's what deferred maintenance will lead to, and here's what today's management would look like. In a situation like this, most likely that property manager is going to come back with is, let's go ahead and take care of the problem today so we don't have a replacement problem tomorrow. When should we do this? I'm able to give him a good, accurate answer on when this should be done. In this case, the sooner the better. But too often, property managers react to revealed problems rather than having someone in place on those properties who can help inspect and assess what is going on and save them money. The person who bought this property bought it to sign the back of checks, not the front of checks. So my role with investment properties is to make sure that that investor has all the information he needs to make the right decisions. We're available to help him decipher through some of the options at hand, but ultimately, all I'm doing is giving information and helping investors and property managers make the right decision to manage the property the way it has the highest ROI.